going on, everybody? Sorry, I'm trying to get the angles of the cameras correct. Okay, I gotta go get some more stuff. Look at this beauty. A Wii U. We've been out of Wii U's for a while. I typically pull all the hardware out first, and then I get the games. So. Corey, what's up? The esports summit? Oh, it was great. It was an awesome time as usual. Yeah, missed you there, but you know, we still had a good time. What's up, Daniel? Let me get all these handheld games. We have insane amount of CIB Super Nintendo games. I'm gonna go get them. Well, it's probably gonna take me like 4 trips to get them all, but. Okay, here's the first batch right here. Wow, we have a ton. I'm gonna flip through them real quick. I'm not even gonna name them all. So this is about a third of what we have for CIB Super Nintendo going out on Saturday. I'm not gonna sit here and name them all because I think we have 90 CIB Super Nintendo games going out. So here's your little sneak preview. And then I'm gonna set these up on the counter. And then I'll get another bin full of them. I have 2 cameras going, so I am live on Facebook and YouTube. Donald, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? We had a ridiculous amount of trade-ins last week, like insane. This is gonna be like, I don't want to say like the biggest restock we ever had, but it's a really, 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 really big one. So many. You've been busy? I bet, man. Yeah, there is so many games here. All right. You gonna be here tomorrow, Daniel? Sweet. I'm gonna go grab some more Super Nintendo games. Man, there's a ton. I'll be right back. And another bin. Star Wars, Toy Story, Aladdin. I'm trying to organize them as I go. Sorry to hear about your brother, man. That sucks. Yeah, definitely spend as much time as with him as you can, because you know you never get that time back, and life is short. Oh yeah, I'm not showing you guys everything. 30. We have so many CIB super. I don't even know how we're gonna fit all this stuff in the store. Like, I just have no idea. We're gonna do it, but it's gonna be challenging. Killer Instinct. Secret of Mana. Oh, here's an amazing game. Yoshi's Island. Oh man, I want to keep this one so bad. Mortal Kombat 2, that's a good one. Cool spot. Okay, I'm gonna go get another tub of these. Can you believe I have more of this? right, this is the last of it. All right, what do we got? This may be the most expensive one. Stone protectors. This one is obscure, and it is complete with the tattoo, and that makes it very expensive. Indiana Jones. Pack in Time. I'm trying to organize them by price. This one's pretty cool. Mega Man X, beautiful. UN Squadron. I know people really like that game. Never played it though. Rock and Roll Racing. Tetris Dr. Mario. Star Trek. Star Fox. That's a cool one. Kirby Superstar. Lester the Unlikely. It's a terrible game. Jeopardy. Could be yours. Goof Troop. Doom. Battletoads. Here. Math Blasters. Mr. Do. Space Invaders. Samurai Showdown. That goes here. What do we have here? A couple pretty cool ones there. Kid Clown. Cool World. Yogi Bear. All right, I'm gonna put some of these out. All of the NES from the same person. Yes, we bought a giant collection. And a lot, it's all in really nice shape as well. This is definitely the most CIB Super Nintendo games we have ever had, by a long shot. I don't know how I'm gonna fit all this. Now I just need somebody to trade in that many GameCube games. You are correct. But that would be amazing. How much for Samurai Showdown? Give me a second. Let me find it. I'll come across it. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, it's right here. $64.99. All right. Oh my goodness. This is insane. This is an absurd amount of games. Nuts. I have to go check something. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm just checking. I have a game that has like a weird variant, and I am not sure if it's priced correctly. So I was just doing a little extra research. All right, I have to move this stuff over. Look at that beauty. All right, let's get these games out. That's a Jesus. Yeah, we got a Sega CD Model 2 going out. Which, excuse me, those sell pretty fast when we get them because they are amazing and everybody wants them. It's a double. All right, I just finished the CIB Super Nintendo. Well, Mr. Isaiah, what brings you in? Sorry about what I did to you in Tekken tonight. Wow, I feel bad about that. Jeez. Super Nintendo's taking up like the whole counter. Like it's the whole first counter and then like half of the second one. And that's just CIB Super Nintendo. This is gonna be a big restock. Alright. Wow. We have a ton. Let me check that out. One of the greatest games of all time, Shovel Knight. Okay, so this is all Switch. And then we have more Switch too. If there was ever a time to collect CIB Super Nintendo. Yeah, you're right. We have some really, really nice games in like ridiculously good condition. So now is a good time. We have a lot of Switch. We had more Switch than I've realized. Oh my god. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna fit all this? My wife is trying to call me. I might have to end this stream for a minute. What is this one? This one's Facebook. I'm gonna have to end Facebook for a few minutes because I need to call her back. But look at all this Switch. And then we sell, there's a million more things. So I'm gonna end this real quick so I can call my wife. And then I'm not ending YouTube. I'm just ending Facebook for a minute so I can see what's up with my wife. So I'll be right back. Okay, YouTube fans, I have to call my wife. I'll be right back. Hi, how's it going? Oh, really? we did that. Sorry about that. I had to call my wife back. She didn't realize I was on a live stream. But I didn't want to leave her hanging there. Okay. I'm going to get back live on Facebook here. Awkward. I'm sorry I made you feel awkward. Not really. I don't care. Oh no. I know you're joking. Well, she didn't know I was live streaming, so she's just calling me and she'll worry. Anyway, so I'm gonna stick with the Super Nintendo theme. There's a, oh my god, there's so much. I'm gonna go get the rest of the Super Nintendo. I'll be right back. Look at this. So I already put out like half as much as I have here right now. I already put it on the back shelf tonight, so that's all the like $14.99 and under. This needs to go on the back shelf. So I don't know how I'm gonna get this out, but we're gonna get it out. So you might have to use one of your tables. I know, it is insane how much is here right now. And it's like, this is all like quality stuff. Everything here is like at least $15. I'm not, you know, this isn't like a bunch of sports games. Sorry, I need to get down and dirty. Check this one out. Kamikaze squirrel. That's expensive. That's a double. Yeah, this is insane. So many. Does anyone in here that's watching actually collect for Super Nintendo? Do I buy Meta Oculus Quest 2s? I do not. The only ones I would consider buying are like the latest and greatest ones. The Quest 3s, I think we could probably sell in the store. I've had the 2s before, nobody buys them. Then I have to put them on eBay, and you don't really make any money when we put those things on eBay. So it's a lot of effort, and I don't want to do that. Okay, I need to shift a few things this way, so we are running out of room. We're probably gonna use all the counters for this one. We're definitely gonna use all the counters. All of these games can go over here. Considered getting some of the games I rented from the store as a kid for SNES as an adult, but I'd probably pick and choose. Yeah, there's some really good games on this system. Some of my favorite games of all time are on this system, and here's two of them. We have Super Metroid and Link to the Past, some of the greatest games of all time. Super Mario World, Mario World 2. I don't know, there's a lot of really good games on the system. There's all like the RPG stuff I've never played. Of course I haven't. But I know people love them. But I've never played Earthbound or any of those games. Do you buy modded PS2s or Oculus Quest 2s? I do not. I don't buy Oculus. Did you ask me that over there? Yeah, that is you. I don't buy the Quest 2s, and I do not buy modded PS2s because we don't sell modded systems. If it's a system that's modded and we can revert it back to the original, like non-modded, yes, I will buy it. Like people will bring in modded like Vitas, and you can just factory reset them and they're fine. Or the 3DSs, people mod them. We can reset that. PS2, depending on what mod it is, if I can just separate that and sell it as a regular PS2, yes, I would buy it. I'm CI bead on Super Metroid, but I don't have Link to the Past. We had a CIB Link to the Past last week, and it sold immediately. I kind of am, and I kind of not. I'm looking for, I have a box for Super Metroid. It's like a not for resale box, and it's never been folded. One of our great customers actually gave it to me as a gift. So I don't want to fold it. It's really cool. I don't know, I might. I can't decide what I want to do with it. So I could always just take the game and like complete it that way. Or I might just find another one. Is there legality with modded systems? Yes. So technically, yes. If you have a system that has a bajillion games on it, technically, yes, that is illegal, and we are not supposed to sell that stuff. And I don't, because I don't want to get myself in any legal trouble ever. And I'll be honest with you, why would I want to sell you a system that has 500 games on it? That's not a very smart business move for someone who owns a game store that sells games, you know. Plus, it's illegal, and yeah, I don't want to go down that road. Now, if you buy a system for me and you mod it yourself, do I care? Not one bit. You know, it's yours, do whatever you want with it. But yeah, I just don't want to go down that legality nightmare of selling modded systems. Rather you just buy games from me, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to turn these. So we have already filled up the counters this way, and we've only done one system. and we're not even done with that system. So it's going to be a Super Nintendo Saturday. But not only Super Nintendo, we have a ton of other really good stuff. Everybody's been asking for handhelds, so we have them this week. We have Vitas, we have PSP, we have Game Boy Advance, we have Game Boy Color. We have all of those things that everybody has been looking for, and they're sold out everywhere, I guess. All the other local stores, nobody has these handhelds. We got them, and I'm sure they're all going to sell right away because that's how it goes. Yeah, this is an absurd amount of Super Nintendo. I can't even fit, man, the whole Restock is Super Nintendo. We're gonna have to go on the ground. There we go. Okay, we got Super Nintendo laid out on the counter here. What should we do next? I think we have to do Switch next because there's a ton of it. Let me move my stuff. Okay, I'm going to reposition these cameras. Let's point it this way and this way. Look at all this Switch. Okay. Well, there it is. I'll show you some of the highlights in a second here. Sorry if this is really boring, but I have to organize it real quick before I display it. And it takes all of my brain power to do this. All right, we got them organized. Okay, this is, I gotta move the cameras because this is not working. I'm gonna put you there. And you, my camera friend. Gonna need a new store for all this Switch. Well, you just tuned in because We're gonna need a new store for all the Super Nintendo because it's absurd how much we have. So let me move this camera up a little bit. Oh, that's not gonna work. Sorry, you're just gonna have to be lower. Here are some of the highlights here. Join Light, Super Mario RPG loose or nah? Yes, we do have Super Mario RPG loose. I can see the smoke coming from your ears. Yes, I know. It takes me a lot of computing power to separate by price. Here's some of the Switch stuff that's like over $50 that's going out. I'm not going to name every single one. You're just going to get a quick peek. You see that? Yeah. I have two cameras going. Half these names I can't even pronounce, so I'm not going to try it. Guacamole. I'll say that one. How about that? Always hurts my brain seeing the store in mirror dimension like this. Someone else mentioned that too. I don't know if there is a workaround from that because I do the camera facing me. That way I can read the chat. So, sorry, brain. Okay, let me get the Switch organized here. I think this whole counter is going to be basically Switch. Yep, this whole thing is probably going to end up being Switch. Paw Patrol. I'm going to be busy tomorrow night. Well, me and London are trying to get the store stocked because, man, when you get this much, it's super challenging to actually fit. Look who's back. Who's back? I never left. We have Jeremy and Isaiah in the chat. They're both going to start talking about Yakuza pretty soon. This is very tricky. If I finish what you have for me to do, I can help with restock stuff. The problem with that, Austin, is we don't start restocking until after the store is closed. So aren't you 3 to 7 tomorrow? We can't put the restock stuff out when the store is open. but you can work later. Yeah, you might be able to. I don't know. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Because yeah, you don't have any hours this week, so yeah, that might be doable. The problem is you don't know how to do the restock. Like, it's kind of tricky. Like, me and London do it, and it requires a lot of, like, you just got to know the little quirks of the store and like how everything fits in the cabinets. So it's very difficult. Do you need any OG NES consoles? I do if they're in perfect working order. If they need to be repaired, they need a pin connector, I don't want them. Because I have a million of them in my back room that need pin connectors. And I don't want to do the work to them. Because it's a pain in the butt. And I have to order like a $20 part. And it takes me like half an hour to do it. And I don't think Austin knows how to do it. It's always problems with this guy. I shake my head. I'm sorry. I'm just a realist. Restock is Lundy's job. Yeah, Austin. Austin's over here trying to steal your job, London. But no, OG NES's, if they have good pin connectors that are not the cheap ones, like they have to be original pin connectors, yes, I will buy them. Okay, I need to move past Switch. This is all the Switch. I'm gonna get some more games. I'll be right back. More games, more games. How am I to the end of the counters already? Let me turn these around. Actually, I'm going to move the cameras yet again. You know, I spent an hour boiling the pin connectors and bending each pin back like I did. That seems like a good waste of time. I wish I had that kind of time, Jeremy. I really do. But I don't have a stove in the store and a pot. So I ordered the pin connectors from a guy on eBay. I get them for, what is it again? I buy them in bulk. I think I get them for, I don't know, maybe 15 bucks when I buy a lot of them. So it's kind of like it's one of those like time money things. Like, it would take me an hour to save 15 bucks. At the end of the day, it's not worth it. There's one seller, Jeremy, on eBay that sells them. I can, next time you're in, I'll show you. I buy them from him all the time. Fair enough. I've got two that probably need a cleaning and maybe the pin connectors, but I figured to ask you first because I love the store. I appreciate it, seriously. But if you saw the stack of NESs I have in my back room, I probably have, I have some in my basement at home. I probably have 20 that need pin connectors, and it's such a pain. You're joking about the boiling? Dude, people do that. People like legitimately will boil them and bend them. And to me, that would probably take, I don't know, it would take me 3 hours to do that or more because I'm slow. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is Wii U. Look at all this Wii U we have. Wii U. I don't know where we're gonna put those Wii U. But we have Wii U. I think we're gonna have to use the little tables for the restock because there's no room. All right, let's try the Wii U games. Let me see if there's anything notable here. A lot of these are inexpensive. A lot of these shouldn't even be in the restock, to be honest with you. Ooh, those are kind of cool. All right. Some of these are $9.99, $7.99. We're not even putting these. We're putting them out right now. I know we have a bajillion copies of these games. Feel like you need a bigger store. Yes, I absolutely need a bigger store. It is on our things that we need, things that we want, and I want to make it happen, but the only way for us to get a bigger store at the moment is if one of our neighbors moves out and we can cut a hole, knock some walls down, and we can expand. But that's all dependent on if somebody moves out, which I don't think the tattoo people will. It's a possibility that these neighbors might, but I hope, I'm not saying I want them to go out of business or anything like that, but if they do move, I will jump on it immediately because we absolutely need we really need the space. Okay, here are the cool things for the Wii U. We have Wind Waker HD, new Super Mario U plus like Luigi. That is a sealed copy. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, sealed. This is a sealed copy as well. And I think a lot of these are things that we have. Let me see. Got it. We don't have that one. We don't have it. Have it. Have it. Okay, we have all of these. So these are going to go right to backstock. We don't have these two. The lipo place always looks closed next door. I think that's what it is. I don't, honestly, these people on this side of the wall are never there. If I had to guess, I don't know, they may not be there. I don't know. I gotta talk to my landlord. I should see if they plan on renewing or not. Because if they don't, I'll be like, save it for me. I guess it's all dependent on maybe he doesn't even want to let me cut a hole in the wall. I'm sure he would because we pay our rent. So I guess landlords like that. Okay, we are going to only put out one row of these Wii U games because we need the room. This is not Donkey Kong Country Returns. We do need that. We don't have it, so we're gonna put it out for the restock. Okay, you guys want to see the GameCube games? I know everybody loves the GameCube. We have two. We have this game, and we have this game. And I am quite certain I know who's going to be waiting in line for this one. So, if you want this game, I would be in line very early. Very early. Okay, what else we got? Sega CD and Saturn. We can go item by item. We got Echo the Dolphin, Tomcat Alley, Soccer. This is a banger right here. Sonic CD. And by the way, all these games are in like phenomenal condition. Oh. Mortal Kombat. Some generic football game, another generic football game, another generic football game, and a generic basketball game. So that's all the Sega CD and Saturn stuff. And then I think this is really pathetic, and I apologize in advance. 64. It looks like we only have 3 64 games. That's okay, because we do have a pretty healthy amount of 64 stuff right now. Let me get out. I am going to get the Sega CD and Saturn stuff out real quick. And done. The rest of this 64 stuff is, I feel like we have both of these games. We do. I'm not even putting these in restock. We have them out right now. That doesn't make any sense. Pokemon Coliseum, the only true banger I ever found at the Racine Goodwill bins. You found that at the Goodwill bins? That's insane. Did was that recently or like 20 years ago? Okay, this stuff is going away. $2021. Well, that's a heck of a find. Okay, we have handheld stuff. Let's do handheld. Start with PSP. Not much. And then this is where all the good stuff is right here. A Mario pipe from one side to the, yeah, that'd be amazing. Just warp right on over. All right, some DS, 3DS. I'm just gonna go through these real quick. That didn't belong in there anyway. Yoshi Safari for your Super Scope. Do we have that? You weren't here for the Super Nintendo stuff. I'm like, let me check. Hold on. We have it. Yeah, we have Yoshi Safari. It's over there in the what do you call it? It's loose. It's not CIB. Double. You're back. How are you? Good. How are you? Got a couple Vita games. And oh, there's a couple more PSP games right there. Look at that one. That's the shiny one. Is that a Saturday restock game or a Gen Pop game to say? It is a Saturday restock game. That means you gotta come in on Saturday to get it. And I know you will. Because, I don't know. You will. I don't think anybody's gonna wait in line for Yoshi. Like, I don't think it's gonna be heavily, like, if you came in Sunday, you would probably still get it. Okay, let's do the loose handheld. What do we got? We have a green Game Boy camera. Amazing. We have like a very, very heavy hitting Game Boy game in here. I'm going to show it last. Of course I'm going to show it last. Let me do a little bit of separating here. Got to separate by system. What the heck is this? These are the loose. What is this? Okay, let's show the original Game Boy stuff first. That's where the banger is, so I'm going to show the bangers last. Okay, we got Rampage, Bugs Bunny, Crazy Castle, Godzilla, Kirby's Pinball, Crazy Castle 3, Paperboy, Fall the Foot Clan. Then we have Pokemon Gold. And then there's this one. This is one you'd never see. This is like you have to go to a convention to see this game type rarity. Mega Man 5. Check it out. When this one came in, I was pretty shocked when this one came in. Because it is extremely rare. It is one of the like holy grails of Game Boy collecting. All right, let's look at, this is the Guitar Hero. Let's look at GBA. But you have it on NES, do you want to trade? I mean, I would love to have Mega Man 5 on NES because that is hard to find as well. I mean, it's not like rare, but I do believe the Game Boy one is worth a bit more. And you know that too, my friend. But dude, that just came in on a buy. Somebody just had like a box of like just random like Game Boy stuff and handheld stuff, and you could tell it was just in a basement. And she absolutely had no idea what that game was worth. We paid her very well on it, but she wasn't like us. Like we know all the bangers, but it was. I was very, very excited to see that one. Do I have Pokemon cards? No, we do not do Pokemon cards. We only do video games here. We are very, very focused on video games. I do not know the first thing about Pokemon cards. All right, let's look at the GBA games. Spider-Man 3. Woot woot. Donkey Kong Country 3. Super Mario Advance. Super Mario Advance 2. Super Mario Advance 3. Wario Land 4. Somebody was asking for this game, I believe, last week. Pokemon Pinball. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Red Rescue. Dragon Ball Z something something. Super Mario Advance 4. So we have all of the Super Mario Advance games. That shouldn't be in there. That shouldn't be in there. Turtles. And this will sell really fast. Fire Red. A CIB NES Mega Man 5 might trade for a loose Mega Man 5 Game Boy game now. Yeah, it might be probably close to the value at that point. Do you ever come across a Bigfoot game? There's a Bigfoot game on the NES. I've seen that a few times. And then we have some PSP loose, which I know everybody gets excited about loose PSP games. Tekken 6. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. And then we have a couple loose DS games. They're just common Mario games. We have 2 loose Vita games. One is Dragon Crown. I don't know. I can't really read the print on that. It's an Atlas game. And Mortal Kombat. And then this is a loose Switch game, which that's not right. There we go. Sword. And then that is all. I think that's all loose handheld stuff. Let me go get some more stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, we got some handheld consoles. Everybody wants handheld consoles. It's been like the hottest thing ever. This one needs the screen to be cleaned because we did a terrible job at that. I will clean it. A Game Boy Advance, a yellow Game Boy Pocket, DS Lite. So we have a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy Advance. These are both SPs. This one is $99.99 and this one is $149.99. Do you know why there's a $50 difference? Somebody tell me why in the comment section. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't. Can you see a difference? Hang on. I'm trying to, I think the battery's like dead on this one. Oh yeah, it's totally dead. Yes, Boltzilla, Austin, you know your stuff. Yes, the screen is way better on the 101. Much better. Much better. And then another Game Boy Advance, the Micro. Yes, this is beautiful. These are really cool, but they're really small. Like it's definitely a portable system. I asked for Super Strikers a week ago. Who did you ask? That sweet backlight. John Voight's GBA, because it's signed by a famous actor. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Who did you ask for Strikers a week ago? For what system? All right, we have more handhelds. I asked for Super Strikers Week. You guys sold last copy for 70 GameCube. Well, I don't have any. I haven't seen a copy in a while. GameCube stuff is very, very hard to come across right now. All right, we have a Game Boy Color. We're going to stick with the Nintendo theme. We have a DSi XL Burgundy. And then we have the OG DS right here. This one's actually in really good shape. And then we have this beautiful 2DS XL orange and white one. Beautiful shape. I don't see this lasting very long. That'll be gone. And then here's some other good stuff we have. Man, these stickers keep falling off. We have a Vita and a Vita. So this is the original model, and this is the Slim Vita. And then we have a PSP. Man, we got a lot of handhelds right now. Creamsicle 2DS, that is the Creamsicle one. And I think there's some more. I'll be right back. Check that out, the Steam Deck. This is a 256 gigabyte model. So this is a portable system. And so is this. Look at how ridiculous this is. So this thing compared to the Micro. The Micro is like not even as big as like the one side of the controller. All right, giant console. How much for the Vita? The Vitas are $200. And if you're interested in them, I would be here at 10:45 because they usually sell in like the minute we open the door. And then this is a very cool official Vita case. It's like leather, and it goes for a lot of money on eBay. So we have it priced very reasonably. So the counter is almost full. I'd buy the Steam Deck, but you'd never use it. Yeah, you sound like me. I have a Steam Deck and I barely use it. I have a tiny bit more room. I'm gonna go grab a couple more items. All right, we'll just put this Model 2 Sega CD and Wii U over here. If I can. So the Steam Deck is so clunky, you can't fit it. I really can't fit it over here. Okay, that'll do. That's gonna have to do. couple more spots right here. There's still a ton of stuff. Thankfully, we did the dishes before Steve went live. I have a little bit more room here. I gotta grab a few more things. Oh man. This is a Game Boy Advance bag, but it's really dirty. This thing needs to be cleaned, so this isn't going out. So, do the Vitas have grips or cases? What do you mean by grips? I don't know what that means. They do not come with cases, they're just the consoles. So we are running out of room. We have a few more items. Here, I'm just going to take you guys with me. So there's a few more like PS3, PS4, not much. A couple PS5 games. There's not a whole lot left. Some controllers, some like handheld cases. I'm not gonna keep you here all night, so I'm gonna end this in just a few minutes so I can I gotta clear off a table. Oh, check it out, look above my head here, see that PlayStation sign? That is brand new. That is a neon that got traded into the store yesterday. It's not for sale. It's gonna be a store display. I just think it's really cool in the store. I saw some questions. What's the deal with the after party thing at MGC? They sent an email saying you had to come to your store to get admission or something. Yes. So I have wristbands here. You can pick them up for me. They're free. They don't cost anything. They will get you into all of the like after party rooms, like our room, like the arcade, stuff like that. They're free. Just ask me for one. You'll get one if you're going to MGC. It's not going to hurt to have that, especially if you plan on staying later. It's not going to get you into MGC, but it'll let you stay later to go into like the game together room, the arcade. I don't know. There's a few other things as well. Yes, Andrew, you like that? Here, I know you want to see this. Look at that right there. So that is neon, and it has been, it was recently like redone, so it's all like good to go. I'm super excited about it. Yeah, so if you're going to MGC, come into the store, I'll get you a wristband, and then you can hang out in all the rooms after, what is it? What time does MGC close on Saturday? Is it 7 or 8? I don't know. But on Saturday, the Game Together room is going to be open till midnight. I used to just piggyback on the G2B guy. Is that Guys Games and Beer room? So they guess they have an official process for that now. Yeah, I don't think people are going to be super strict about it. I know, like, I was talking to the MGC, the person, I don't want to say any names, but the person that is helping me. He's like, use the wristband if your room is like over flooded and you're having problems keeping up. You can use that as a like, hey, like you don't have a wristband, you can't be in here if you need to control the crowd. But I come on into my room, hang out. I don't care. I'm looking forward to it. Can we chip in for beverages or anything? What do you mean? I don't know. We're not allowed to bring anything in. We're not allowed to like. He's like, you cannot sell beverages. You can't bring stuff in. I know they're really picky about that. Am I giving Tekken 8 classes? I could give you a class in Tekken 8. I probably wouldn't be the greatest class because I'm not very good at Tekken. Tekken 8 especially. April 5th, 2025. Full show from 10 to 8. Okay, awesome. So it's 10 to 8. So after 8 o'clock is like the after party. And then I believe you need the wristband to get into some of the rooms. So come get a wristband. Like a protective case. I'm trying to find one for mine and I can't find any I like. Well, we do have a Vita protective carrying case. I did show it a minute ago. It's like leather. And it's like an official Sony one, and it's kind of expensive. We have it priced at $50. I've seen them on eBay go like way higher than that, so we just we priced it at $50 because I'm not going to charge $80 for a case because I think that is a little excessive. But is that the Capcom Cup behind you? This is Magic 4. You know, Magic 4 is the local fighting game group. They have a really cool community. They play on the east side, and I put them on our TV all the time because they're a cool group and I want to support them. The older official cases can get expensive for Vita, but I think Amazon sells the new ones. They're probably not as good, but also not $50 to $100. Yes, that one is a bit more expensive because it is an original official one. It's beautiful too. It's like a leather. I put a lot of their Tekken tournaments on because I like to glance at it when I'm bored, which I should probably be working if I'm bored, but what are you going to do? But, you guys got any other questions? Oh, I can give you a quick look at the counters. I would probably, can I turn the camera around? Yes, I can. I'll give you a look at what I have going on. That'll be like the quick little preview. Bear in mind, I have 2 cameras here. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to film too. So here's everything. I'm not done yet, but we have just an absurd amount of CIB, Super Nintendo, PSVR 2. That's a 60 gig backwards compatible PS3. It's really hard to film 2 at once. This is the Japanese Saturn. It is the Sonic Edition one. I'm sure that will sell because Sonic is the hottest thing in the world. This case right here is a rental case for Sega Genesis Model 1. It was from some mom and pop place. I forget what state it was from, but it was some place called Joystick Connection. You're getting too many PS5s. I hope they're selling. They do sell. We're getting a ton of them though, but they're selling. What do we have? We don't even have any. We only have the Pro right now. So yeah, they are really selling. So. And then here's all the loose Super Nintendo stuff. This is very difficult to do with 2 cameras. More loose Super. It'll look way better when I film it for the actual video. And then look at all that Switch. That's insane. Tons of Switch. And then the rest. Lots of handhelds. This is that case. It's super sweet. All right, I'm going to end the stream because I still have to deal with all this stuff, all that stuff, and there's still more stuff in the back. So the video is probably going to extend onto this table. So, well, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. The video should be up in like, I don't know, an hour, maybe 2 hours. So have a good night, everybody.